Hi everyone, JJ here. Welcome back. Well, yes, Elon, free speech absolutist Musk, is trying to have streamer, big audience, Hasan Piker, banned, gone, cancelled. Fancy that. Elon Musk again, really going against what he says by his actions. It's all just BS, isn't it? What he says about free speech. There's so many examples. And this is another one of them. Now let's look at what Hassan has to say about this. He has talked about it. And, in the wake of Charlie Kirk, this is a time when we need to talk more about free speech. The other video I'm going to make today is about Charlie Kirk's more controversial views. Shouldn't shy away from that. There's this sort of sainthood of Charlie Kirk at the moment, but the reality is really something different. And same with Hassan. But what Elon is saying and what he's trying to do, he's trying to get Jeff Bezos to cancel Hassan from Twitch. He's a streamer on Twitch and on YouTube, has videos as well, different platforms. And we can see that Elon is on Twitter reposting things, appealing to Jeff Bezos, saying, "What's the deal with this?" and taking clips out of context, which Hassan talks about here. And it's a time where I think the Trump regime, we've seen Stephen Miller, J.D. Vance, and others calling for really a clampdown. It would not surprise me if there's a crackdown on leftist speech, free speech, and Elon Musk leading the charge here. Hassan has said that he literally gets death threats every day. Every day. And I understand that if you're a political podcaster with a massive audience, that's what happens. And we can see what can happen. We've seen that in the past week. And we do not want this to happen again to anybody. Now, I came out with a video straight afterwards. I was shocked at what happened, and I've said that this should not happen. It was far from being joyful about it. Hassan was like that too. He saw it live because he streams pretty much all day. He was shocked, and also, there was nothing joyful about what he said there. And obviously in his situation, fellow podcaster, something like this could happen to him too. And Elon knows that too. So I'm going to react to some of what Hassan said about it here. Let's get into it. He doesn't mind people using his clips. Let's go.
Yeah, there is also this going on. There's an ongoing smear campaign on Twitter that has led to all of right-wing Twitter targeting Hassan. Yeah, this is something that I have noticed as well. I think this is the reason why I said I think Elon Musk wants me to be killed. Yeah, there is some very strange machinations on Twitter. In the past 2 days, a clip compilation.
Okay, so what he says there, it's not really hyperbole. I think Elon Musk, I just did a video yesterday about him talking in the UK, really inciting violence there. As I said, Lord Elon Musk wants us peasants to be fighting each other. Really seemed like he wants civil war in the UK. He said before civil war is inevitable. Seems to be pushing for this. So it's really irresponsible, I think, of Elon to carry on with things like this. And supposedly a free speech absolutist. He doesn't actually like free speech. It's pretty obvious, but it's something that he doesn't like, which is just a classic, isn't it? Free speech until it's something that you don't like to hear.
Of Hassan calling for violence and air quotes at the beginning, posted by right-wing accounts, and has gone ultra-viral, millions upon millions of views. It was seemingly created by Tectone. It wasn't. It was created by a sex pest in the orbiter. I don't think Tectone even knows how to use editing software. Anyway, Dicktone posted it, who hinted at this. See first image, and it blew up and reposted by Right Angle News Network. Since then, Grums, Dan Saltman, Tectone, and the Quartering, Drew Pavlo, and other right-wingers have been spamming it. Some even saying that Hassan said these things after Charlie died. Elon Musk has replied several times. The compilation is a joke. The first one is him 3 years ago talking about Democrats needing to be better at debate rhetoric. He's being hyperbolic and is not meant to be taken literally. I know, but they clipped it in a way where it seems like I'm saying like the Democrats need to start killing people or something. The second is him reciting.
So this is a classic when taking things out of context, clips out of context, and that happens on both sides. As I said, I'm going to do a video about Charlie Kirk's most controversial statements, what he says, and I try not to take it out of context. I'll look into it to see if it was something that was just, taken so out of context. But here Hassan's talking about something where he was being hyperbolic. He was talking about debating, and it's taken as a threat of physical violence, which is so obviously not the case.
Angry conservative said in a voicemail to a Republican politician that made him resign. Hassan was highlighting the anger people feel with their representatives. There's also a clip of Hassan talking about the ACP and Fuentes calling again, not for a call for violence, but they're banking on people not knowing what the ACP is and doing what they always do, taking his jokes sincerely. Regardless, this tricked most of the right-wing Twitter, who are all calling for him to either be banned, arrested, deported, or killed. These right-winger influencers either don't understand or do that when Twitch doesn't ban Hasan for these out-of-context clips, it might convince very angry people that violence is the only solution.
So these people that say they're about free speech, calling for people to be deported, I've seen that multiple times. I just saw it seconds ago when I was looking at Elon Musk's platform, deported or cancelled, but they're not calling it cancelled. They're saying it's not being cancelled. It's not like how the left cancels people. It's different. But is it really platforming people, getting people fired? In the last few days, people like Laura Loomis celebrating getting people fired, as many people as possible. They want to count. It's like a count of people, how many people they can get fired. How is this any different?
Putting a massive target on Hasan's back. There's one tweet, the very last one from Tecton, where he completely fabricates quotes from Hasan. He's as good as putting a hit on him with the one about Kirk. Yeah. As you can tell, it's like me with long hair talking about the Democrats and their inability to address Herschel Walker with like aggressive tone. There's a longer clip, obviously, that Elon Musk replied to. And Elon Musk has been highlighting these like nonstop for the record.
He has been really pointing this out, pushing for Hasan to be at least deplatformed, but he knows, this kind of rhetoric where it can lead, obviously.
If you look at the context of it, it's very clear what I'm saying. I'm sick and tired of it. Left-wingers, liberals, you need to be showing your opponent's guts on there, okay? You need to be gutting them. You need to be shanking these motherfuckers and letting their intestines just ride on stage. What the is this shit, man? Slice them up. Slice them and dice them. What the is this?
So he's obviously talking about debating there. It's a metaphorical what he's saying there, which is so obvious. Now, Hasan was due to debate Charlie Kirk in public. I think a number of left-wing podcasters that have a big platform. They were going to debate Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was about debating in public. So these guys are too. I don't know if that kind of thing is still going to happen from here, because obviously there's fear out there. People still want to do it, but really, there's so much intense emotion about this stuff, and that this is pretty obvious put into the right context, where he was not talking about violence at all. It's all about debating. It's all about free speech. Elon Musk calling for him to be banned from the platform Twitch and appealing to the billionaire that owns it. It's owned by Amazon. Jeff Bezos could do this, but would he do this just from Elon's request, or is Elon just inciting people, his massive platform and his people that he really does influence a lot? Is this dangerous kind of talk from Elon?
You know what's really ironic about this, by the way? I defended Donald Trump when liberals were attacking Donald Trump about the Liz Cheney comments. The argument there is not about putting Liz Cheney in front of a firing squad and killing her. What he's obviously contextually trying to say is that Liz Cheney would be singing a different tune if she actually was personally involved, as in if she actually was forced to, serve in the military.
Okay, so yes, talking about debating is all about debating, all about speech. When political violence rears its ugly head, as it has done in the US for a long time. There have been assassinations going back so long, as everybody knows. Even in the 1960s, it was pretty violent. Andy Warhol even got shot. That was political violence of a sort. We had JFK and other shootings, political shootings that have happened over time. This is nothing new, but when the rhetoric gets amped up like this, it's a dangerous situation, dangerous moment, and Elon Musk should know that. Where Hasan is just exercising free speech, as Charlie Kirk did. Now, in this video, the other video that I'm going to make today, there is a clip of Charlie Kirk saying that he thinks that Joe Biden should be in prison or get the death penalty. That is something that he actually said. And so, the rhetoric needs to get toned down here, I think. Or what does Elon Musk really want here? He knows the power he has, or is he just stupid? Does he not realize what could happen here and what he's calling for? and what his most ardent fans might be willing to do. It's this dangerous stuff. So I hope this stops. So, what do you think of this? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think that Elon Musk should tone down his rhetoric? He's supposedly a free speech absolutist, which is plainly not true. I've pointed out so many situations where that's not true. He talks about freedom of speech, but not freedom of reach. Like, for instance, I'm highly critical of on there, and my stuff gets buried on there. And don't even post my videos on there because I know what would happen. It's just ridiculous. So that freedom of reach, it's really, curtailing of freedom of speech. But let me know what you think of this in the comments. And right now, I'm going to put a related video below me here on screen, and also a subscribe link. As always, do subscribe if you want to get more of these kinds of videos from me in the near future. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.